Hi, this is Michael Buckhoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm hoping that you have an interest in improving your speaking skills, particularly as they relate to the speaking about campus situations. Now, also, if your speaking range right now is approximately between 18 and 25 points on the TOEFL IBT speaking, this is a good video for you because I'm going to give you there's 4 things that you can do that can help you improve in your overall speaking skills for the TOEFL. Now, these suggestions I'm giving you come from Educational Testing Service at www.TOEFL.org. And what I want to do is explain each of the suggestions and give you more information based on my 15 years of TOEFL teaching experience. So I hope you get some good ideas. And most importantly, when you finish watching this video, I hope that you'll know that there are some things that you can do directly after watching this video to improve in your speaking skills. Now remember, campus situations. We're talking about speaking task number 3. You will read maybe 100 or 200 words about a campus-related situation, and then you will listen to a conversation which is about a campus-related situation, and then you'll be asked to connect the 2 sources of information. You'll be essentially asked to show how they're related. Okay, and also speaking task 5 is a listening and then speaking task, in which case you will hear a conversation. And during the conversation, some students will be discussing something, and at the end, you'll be asked to summarize what they said, and you'll be asked an opinion about what they said. So it's important that you get exposure to campus-related vocabulary, campus-related reading, and campus-related listening type things. So, number 1, you need to practice speaking English every day. If you do this, it develops your fluency, you'll have a positive attitude, you'll be much more confident in your speaking skills. So find a speaking partner and each week set aside several hours so you can practice speaking. Now, if you can't find a native English speaker, then find a friend who wants to practice speaking English and make sure during this scheduled time you only speak English. Now, the second suggestion, practice speaking about everyday issues relevant to students' lives. This is important because you'll be hearing campus-related situations. So, you need to read articles from campus newspapers, and you can find these articles on the internet. Type in the word college newspapers online, maybe go to Google, and you can find some good information to get started with this. Now, as you read these student newspapers, these articles, practice summarizing the articles. That means identify the main idea and the most important supporting points, and then practice expressing your opinions about the articles. Remember, if you have a speaking partner, this is a great thing you can do with your partner. Now, also, in terms of practicing your speaking about everyday issues relevant to students' lives, you should also listen to college radio station in your area if possible. Again, if you don't have access to a college radio station in English in your area, go to college radio. You can even go to blog talk radio. Now, the important thing here is you don't just want music in this radio station. You want conversations. You want interviews. You want topics that relate to university type things. So you have to find maybe a few things on the internet until you get comfortable with a radio station that you think has a lot of speaking and a lot of conversation, which is going to help you. Now, as you listen to these college radio stations, make a list of the different kinds of topics being discussed. And then use this list. You can generate topics of discussion with your speaking partner or friend. For example, if you go to a newspaper and you notice there's a lot of topics about the Islam religion, then maybe you can write down that as a topic and you can discuss some religious things with your speaking partner. So it's important. Don't forget suggestion 2. As you're speaking about everyday issues, find campus newspapers and college radio stations. Right, number 3, concentrate on your pronunciation. You need to speak loudly. You need to speak clearly. You need to have good pronunciation and good intonation. As you're working on your intonation, pay particular attention to thought groups. You need to group certain words together in a particular group. It's going to be difficult to understand you if you speak word for word. For example, if you say, I am going to the store, that's not going to be a very effective way to speak. Okay, remember, pause. You can pause after prepositional phrases and other types of related thought groups like dependent clauses. For example, you might say, next to the table is my book. Or you might say, because I was really hungry, I'm going to the store. So in the second one, I paused after hungry, and then I had my independent clause after that. Now, pay particular attention to your intonation. When you get done with a statement, make sure your intonation drops, and that lets the speaker or listener know that the thought is complete or that you ended your idea. Try to add emotion. Try to add some feeling to what you're saying. Put some life into your English. So practice the same speech in your native language. So if you're going to practice some speaking, do it in your first language first. Now, as you're doing this, pay attention to any hand movements or any types of emotions that you use, and make sure you try to use the same emotions when you give your response in English. And last but not least, a good resource the TOEFL suggests, you can Google and find out a little bit about it. It's called the book English for Academic Success. It's published by Houghton Mifflin, which I think can help you in your overall skills. Now, my own suggestion, obviously, I'm going to tell you this, is I have a TOEFL IBT newsletter each month. I have up to 16 hours of TOEFL instruction at my newsletter site. And you can go there for only $9.99 a month. You can get up to 16 hours of TOEFL instruction, most of which are in videos in which I demonstrate and give you ideas on how you can improve your listening, your speaking, your writing, your grammar, your vocabulary, your pronunciation skills. I got a lot of good stuff, so I would advise you to check it out. And I also have a great blog. It's called BetterTOEFLScores.com, and that's actually free. So if you don't want to spend any money, go to my blog and you get some information. But obviously, you know, the really good stuff, the really specific tips, the 64-minute videos, for example, for my speaking I just did, you can get those at my newsletter site at michaelbuckhoffnewsletter.com. But good luck to you. And I hope that you can improve your speaking about campus-related situations.